5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Naga Siren.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Clockwork!
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I am Shadow Shaman.
Radiant team ban.
Everybody? What? Oh, hello. There we are. Random overlay shows up that I wasn't expecting. Welcome back, everybody. It's StarLadder Europe, our final European match of the day. It's day 18. I've switched over. Ben's taken my seat. Andrew's gone to get ready for In the Studio, which is in an hour in our new show, for those of you who don't know. So we're going to be on the summit now. But we've got our last Europe match. It's MYM versus VP. You asked me this question and asked you. Are you pumped, Ben?
I'm lukewarm.
Okay. Well, this tea's more than lukewarm, so that's getting me ready. But
Dire team ban. Dire
Emotional
team
video is that they always call LAN finals.
the first few times I heard it, I thought it was saying like it was some weird way of saying alliance. It sounds like he's trying to say alliance almost, and I thought he was saying that. And then that, yeah.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard it called.
There's some guy like reading from a script, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Didn't get proper training. See some abbreviations he's never heard of and things. It's not like too overhyped because like it's a ticket. It's about the Dota TV ticket, so you don't want to like hype it up like spend money. It's gonna be awesome, but I don't know.
It's a decent video.
It's a good ticket. $10 for like season, LAN finals. It's like the best value ticket in the store. And it's not even our tournament, we're just casting it, so... I say that objectively, of course, although we are casting it, so it's not entirely objective. But we're going to hop ourselves into the draft now. It is VP versus MYM. Let's hope the teams are the right way around. They're not. MYM on the Dire. We saw VP earlier today notch themselves a... Yeah, VP won. They beat Relax. I can't remember, like, a game ends and it's, like, already left my mind unless it was, like, blew my mind away. But as far as the grid goes, I think MYM and VP both kind of sitting around the middle of the pack. VP are 3-3, that'll bump them up to 4-3 now. MYM are 3-5 though, so MYM not sitting too good.
They definitely need this victory if they want to go to playoff contention.
Yeah, like a loss. Well, as soon as you start hitting that 6-7 loss mark, you're pretty much out of the playoffs. But MYM probably not expected to make it there. They're kind of one of the upcoming teams who are kind of getting close to kind of making a breakthrough.
Yeah, their roster's been reshuffled a little bit X-Mouse, a little bit of X-Cupid, and just getting their teamwork up.
You know, they've actually kept this roster for a while. They had, after TI3, they had probably one of the most disappointing, like, all-star rosters ever, where they, like, stacked it with all these, like, big-name Russian players, and then the team stuck. They don't suck as much.
They're so inconsistent, though.
Yeah,
I don't know who's more inconsistent, VP or some of the other CIS teams, but, like, VP is just, I don't know what to expect from them.
Yeah. Consistent CIS teams. Unfortunately, got their first loss today against NEXT.kz in like almost a month, I want to say.
That would not be the team I would predict to take down their streak.
Yes. No. NEXT.kz played well. They kind of had a better draft. I think Empire just had a bit of a weak draft, and well, it was all very early game centric draft. But we'll move on now. A VP versus MYM. MYM so far have been picked up the Naga Siren, the Clockwork, the Crystal Maiden. As for VP, Timbersaw, Shadow Shaman, AA. This Shadow Shaman AA, man, I think a lot of these two supports as of late. Also, a lot
Shadow
of
Shaman early pick is very unusual though for the Western scene. It's pretty typical for Eastern Dota, but not for CIS.
And just not something we've seen that much from VP.
But AA really likes playing Shadow Shaman. It seems.
Assad. He's normally the offlane player though.
Is he?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's NS. I don't know. One of the support players like really likes playing Shadow Shaman.
NS or Jodam.
I think it's NS.
Crystal Maiden. I've seen that with them with that hero quite frequently. They go for a puck. So they've got the puck in the mid, the Clockwork for the offlane. I have to see if Naga Siren's going to be a carry or a support. We've seen a bit of both throughout today and just in the past.
I think it'll be carry. It looks like Unicorn likes to play that hero a lot. And it was in that super long Sigma MYM game that we saw his super farm Naga Siren. He is very good at farming. I'll give him that.
Players that I think is a real breakout star in a lot of ways over the last year. I think he's still pretty young, so give him another year or two and he could be one of the players you see going deep in a TI.
He definitely needs more experience. You see him just make a lot of errors that the older players wouldn't make. BP with the AA Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman's actually decent versus Clockwork. If he hookshots in, drops a cog, you just drop a ward right on top of his face. The team fight is
5 seconds remaining.
One there, and if in lane, Shadow Shaman's actually pretty good too. You can still shackle him. The range is slightly longer than Cog range, and the duration is just insanely good at actually killing a Clockwork. But he's going to have his work cut out for him. Just a super fragile hero. If Puck gets a blink, Shadow Shaman's life is going to be very difficult. But also vice versa. If Shadow Shaman gets a blink, Puck's life is going to be difficult.
We've seen we've seen 3 games in a row with Shadow Fiend. Now we're going to make it 4. This has suddenly become like the go-to mid hero in a lot of ways. Progressing with like the way the metagame, like we kind of went away from this jungle stacking, neutral farming play, and now we've come back to it. Like supports are just spending the first 10 minutes of the game stacking their neutrals for a hero like Shadowfiend who then comes and clears it out, or your Bat Rider on the offlane. Like there seems to be a lot more neutral stacking than there was 2 or 3 months ago. This almost is like back when I went to DreamHack in last year or the year before last, and there was like everyone was stacking, picking like Sven, Darkseer, Mag, and stuff, and it was all about stacking your ancients and neutrals. But it seems to kind of back at that stage once again, but in a more exciting way.
I think it really depends on the supports that are popular. Like before, it was like Chen and Shadow Demon, and it was like Shadow Demon +1. Those are heroes that can get kills at level 1. But with AA and Shadow Shaman, you really want your levels. You really want level 6 ASAP, and even Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden can farm the jungle quite efficiently. That just leads to more passive early games. Looks like I will be wrong about the Naga Siren. Looks like it will probably be a carry Luna.
Yeah, this tri lane's got a lot of killing power. I don't know how much Timbersaw can get out of that lane. We haven't seen Timbersaw in a long while. He's kind of faded away.
I mean, they have Timber Chain. That's all he needs. They don't have any stuns, so unless they get like a GG Lucent Beam cancel Timber Chain. it's pretty hard too.
Yeah.
Remaining.
I guess.
Yeah, it's possible. It's just
You have to
difficult
time it. Yeah, watch the animation and like instantly afterwards. But, I mean, if you hit him with the slow and he does before he has boots, you can almost chase him down after the Timber Chain if it's like level 1, level 2. But can he even get like his level 2, level 3 out of this lane, or will he just get completely zoned out from the start?
Right. Same with Clockwork though. Clockwork can die very early. Wow.
They picked this in their previous game.
It's actually very underrated as a carry. I think
he rushed the Blink Dagger and it worked out fantastic. Like he was blinking around.
Russian
well, I say
Blink.
rush. He picked like he got Midas treads then Blink Dagger.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see him doing that much damage with it.
It was just like a Wraith King plus SF. Like SF was more the carry here. Wraith King kind of played like you play a StarLadder or something.
That's kind of cool.
It works out well just because like he does decent enough damage with just the treads might just give him the attack speed, so he'll proc his crit quite a bit.
Prepare for battle.
A lot of ways, but
I actually hope to see Wraith King more. He's pretty fun. I see rapiers on him occasionally. He's good for Roshan early.
dude, Jiggle Billy went the refresher build at the Monster Invitational.
Dude, that's legit too.
Would kill him. But yeah, we'll get ourselves into this game here.
What the heck is this set?
The Wraith King one.
I don't know. He looks
Oh.
different. Did you see his portrait? His portrait is ridiculous. Does not look
Yeah,
like a normal Wraith King.
Maybe this is like a latest patch change. No, it's the crown. What helmet?
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, I like cosmetic shopping is always interesting.
The
The
first thing I look at.
Tahiki Shadow Shaman set coming into play.
30 seconds to
Crystal
battle.
Main. It's the IX, no IX Mac. I like this team.
It's the Overlord Kanan set.
This is a good set. I haven't
They have horns.
CM.
It looks like she has horns. Are those horns or am I...
No. Oh, it's not really horns, but it's like part of the
Oh, okay.
the gown, I guess you could call it. Yeah, no Clockwork sets. Isn't Clockwork being broken down so you can actually make sets for him?
I
now?
believe so. Luna doesn't have that cool new blue.
Battle begins.
Enough cosmetic shopping. We'll introduce our two teams. It'll be MYM playing over on the Dire side. The mostly Western European team. We'll have Crit playing the Crystal Maiden. Mini, the former Q-Pad support player, on the Naga Siren. Unicorn going to be on the Luna. I assume that's Unicorn. Mr. XD.
Yes.
Exist going to be playing the Puck. And then finally, in the offlane, it's going to be Ace on the...
Side of VP, we have NS on the Shadow Shaman. Illidan on the... See?
Yeah.
JOTM on the Ancient Apparition. G on the Solo Mid Shadowfeed. And in the offlane, we have Arsart on that Timbersaw.
Straight up, CM doesn't even care about zoning out Timbersaw. Wants to just help this, shut down this mid lane to some extent. But that's why AA is already rotating towards mid. He may look to start sacking some neutrals, but I think more than anything, he just wants to make sure that G can get some early last hits. Getting like the early chilling touch just to get him a couple souls is something we've actually seen. Yeah, he just pops a chilling touch just to help SF get a few last hits here.
That's kind of cool.
Not bad. It's pretty hard to miss last hits when you get like, what, plus 50 damage out of that?
Apparently it is hard because he only has one CS.
He just goes first CS, yeah. There you go. He gets a deny, not even needing the chilling touch. Having a few there. A is going to go up into the offensive jungle. This is like if CM rotates towards him, if the Puck as well comes, CM could almost just... Oh, AA could almost...
And he went level 1 Whirling Death.
Oh!
He could potentially die for that.
This is...
I don't think they know that though. Oh, actually he has used his mana,
Yeah.
so...
I mean, I'm wondering if it's even like a misclick, or... We would have seen the Crystal Maiden mid, so he knew it was just a Naga plus Luna, so maybe he thought he could just fight using the Whirling Death.
But he's not putting out any pressure. He can't.
Whirling Death, 1 CS probably. Picks up a point in the reactive armor, so it's not going to be till he's level 3 that he gets any Timber Chain, but it looks like he'll get level 3 safe enough. Wildwing here, this is a good chunk of golden XP, but here comes Luna. Shares the experience, but gets the last hit, his unit.
Recently, they're almost hitting that level 3 mark. Ace, leeching experience off that bottom lane, already boots in his inventory. These two supports are not that high, not the highest of levels. JOTM still sitting at level 1. Looking at Mini, he's level 1, but he's taking out a double stack, and looks like Crit has secured the top rune for Exist, will be a regeneration rune. And in the mid, CS still going pretty heavily in favor of Exist, almost doubling up on Last Hits and Denies.
Because that gives SF like 2 or 3 free souls in the mid lane, so even just getting a couple free souls is be nice.
Yeah, and he didn't have his bottle to bottle it up.
Yeah. It was almost not worth going for that regen. Like, he doesn't need the HP, the mana, but... You can stack the neutrals, you can do a lot of things. Already, these neutrals have been stacked quite a bit.
You can only do so much prior to level 5.
Yeah.
And especially with a hero like Puck. Puck's not the most aggressive of solo mids.
You do see the Timber Chain coming into play. Boots up as well. Pretty well. Clockwork hasn't hit his level 3 yet, but he's not going to be too worried about that. I'm blocking a lot of these creeps, so just try and pull the creep wave back to his tower as much as possible. Fairly slow start for the two teams, and we'll just see where the first aggression comes from. And definitely Shadow Shaman AA could look to smoke, roam around, find some kills elsewhere on the map, but I think they prefer to just focus more on zoning out Clockwork and stacking neutrals for the SF.
Game.
This was like a triple pull. They got it all the way to the big cap. They kill off the pull, the second pull, and the third. So that's actually got him getting a decent amount of CS and farm. He's going to stack from the high ground now as well. And this is just all to help out the SF. There we go. Gets the stack and work out just fine. Well, yeah, not too much happening with this. It's just 4 minutes in though, so not normally you'd expect to see a first blood this early on, but both teams just going with the safe lane, trial lane, stacking their neutrals. CM doing the same thing, actually trying to farm this, not actually going for a stack here. So CM just looking to get some levels and farm for herself, has the 1 point in the Arcane Aura, so this will look to help out some of these other lanes.
I think that the pressure's kind of on MYM though. Their late game is not as good. Maybe once they get the Blink Dagger on the Puck, maybe they'll start making a move, but letting a Shadowfiend and a Wraith King get free farm, letting a Timbersaw get his levels, the mid game isn't going to be that great for MYM.
Well, for VP though, the mid game's a lot scarier. Like Wraith King, when he gets his ulti coming into play, if he does go for that Blink Dagger build again, as soon as that Blink timing comes up, he's kind of like just a scary initiator. You can't counter initiate on him because he's got the ulti. So it means if he gets in with the Blink Sun, it's likely to be a kill with no actual return kill coming the way of MYM. MYM though, CM smoke towards mid, has the Frostbite as well as Crystal Nova, so looking for a kill here on G with the Puck. Puck level 6 hitting as well, so this is a good timing if Puck can just get one more last hit. He gets it now, but SF is already pulled back to the neutral, so Puck just couldn't quite get that level 6 in time, it looks like.
And he's level 6 with a DD too. That could have been potentially very devastating for them. JOTM was just chilling a little bit behind.
So outside, hits level 5 in the offlane, so 3 points in the Timber Chain. Pretty hard to kill him, like you say, unless you get that magical Lucent Beam cancel. This Timber Chain now already up to a 1250 range. This will be a Midas recipe coming out for Illidan, so we'll be going for that Midas Wraith King. And CM's being spotted here. They're actually going to be looking for a kill here. Oh, he misses the Timber Chain. That would have been a decent chunk of damage here. AA's rotating in as well. Arsat, don't think he's going to get this kill, unfortunately. Puck comes into the Dream Coil. This should be Arsat dead. The Timber Chain to the high ground. The Puck Orb instantly. I think it actually misses him. And First Blood goes to the Timbersaw of all heroes. Puck Orb just, I think, maybe clipping him. Couldn't quite tell on that one. Jotem now in a bit of trouble. He's on the run. Naga Siren, no one's there for a couple of seconds. He's going to maybe try hide in the trees here. The ensnare's there. The Orb to follow. Puck, he's going to go on the low ground. Jotem will... Ooh, one more right click. We'll finish him off. But where is this SF? SF went to get bottom, and Exist going to get shackled under the tower. He's just out of range, luckily. Aaron did manage to TP home. SF finally showing up to the mid lane. Has an invis route. Is he going to hit this raid? Exist. He orbs forward. Gets baited in by a nice play from NS. And NS helps his team get a couple kills there as G comes back finally. G needed to be there, I feel, for that clash. Maybe just in that HP or mana, but...
He was just doing...
getting neutrals.
Yeah, he was doing this stack right here. With that center unfinished.
Yeah, did the neutrals, got a rune, then finally came back, but if he was there at the very start...
That would have been real easy. Probably a triple kill for him, maybe?
Yeah.
They were, like, up this hill in a really, really bad position. Clumped up for raises, but he is level 7 now. Well, he's actually well into level 7.
Yeah.
All that stacking.
I don't think it was bad play from G, it was just like a bit of bad luck at bottom lane. It looks like they do get a kill using the Wraith King initiation. He's going to go down, but he's got the ulti, so Exist gets slowed a lot. Can't really go on him, he's got the fade. He's trying to fade out the phase shift. The end of the tower, so Illidan going to just retreat off for the time being. Waiting for him. been the first item for the Shadow Fiend most of these games. All 3 games, it was Blink Dagger first item.
It's pretty good since they're looking to play pretty aggressively. It looks like they did get a kill on the bottom lane. Did not actually see that one. I saw the first one.
The second one they use a Puck Dream Call for, so it looks like Clockwork comes back, they use a Puck Dream Call, but...
They don't even have to blow a hookshot.
I think Clockwork only maybe just reaching level 6 recently, but yeah, he's got hookshot now, so he can rotate to these other lanes, help set up some kills here. He may need to be careful here. Puck's coming back here. There's going to be a Crystal Nova to start things off. G has Sprint Thread so as well as a Magic Stick. This is not a kill they can get with just these 2 heroes, unless they have maybe a Dream Call, but not the case. NS finds a haste top. Meanwhile, all goes down. That was the Luna and Naga Siren teaming up for that one. Oh, NS gets shackled here. He's been hasted here. Crystal's going to take a fall here. He's got no way out of this. He goes down. Shaman picking up the kill here. Puck still no Dream Call for 25 seconds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He may look for this SF. Keep get him in the cogs. He could quite easily go down. He's going to walk into these neutrals where Ace is waiting.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Wow.
He sees I think he realizes, he's like, wait a second, Clockwork's missing. Let's farm where it's a bit safer here at the big camp. Not going for the easily scouted Mud Golem camp.
This is a pretty crucial time for MYM. They can get a lot of kills on Shadow Fiend while he has his Blink Dagger down. Wraith King still has his ultimate down for another 3 minutes. I think they need to pick up probably at least 2 kills on these heroes. Luna's doing very well. She has her Midas and...
Mid lane, here's a Dream Coil. The hookshot's trying to line it up. Ace can't, he's not sure about this one. He's just going to go with the Battery Assault, and it looks like that should be enough. He gets out of the coil without actually getting stunned by it. He's going to go down regardless, but he dealt with that pretty well. The hookshot forced out just used defensively from Ace. Managed to stay alive for a long time there.
Yeah, the VP supports are just a little bit slow about rotating. Just the VP heroes in general. First Shadow Fiend with that kill on top, and looks like Middy's about to take a spill.
Yeah, Song of the Siren being used just to keep him alive. That's a 3-minute cooldown though.
His ultimate at level 1 is just a little bit too long. 260 seconds. Yeah. I mean, it is a very powerful ultimate, to be fair, but...
That's where the Midas is quite nice, because you get that level 11 a lot faster.
You really do need that level 11. I would like to see it like rescaled a little bit differently, like 200, like 140, 80 maybe. I think level 3 is too short and level 1 is too long. 60 seconds cooldown? That's ridiculous.
Twice, depending on the scenario.
Yeah, but if you have Aegis,
yeah,
like
triple life.
It's so hard to kill 4 times. You have to burn through Reincarn, then Aegis, and then probably Reincarn again.
I don't feel the 60 seconds that dimmer just because the hero isn't actually that good of a carry. He's more like a frontline tank in a way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, then generally you're just ignoring him, focusing his teammates first, and then by the time you're focusing him, it doesn't matter if he has 3, 4, 5 lives. He's gonna die. Unicorn's got a Midas Treads of his own. He's actually top of the net worth. 5.2k gold going his way.
Pretty much nobody has come out to mess with him.
I think he's going for the Helm of the Dominator as well, so going very farm heavy build here. We'll probably look to start stacking Ancients with that Helm of the Dominator as soon as possible.
And a Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, Wraith King still no ulti. If they go for a gank on him at bottom lane, I imagine MYM maybe think he has ulti back up because it's been so long, but... Yeah, he looks pretty dead here. He's going to come in. The silence is there. The orb as well. They're going to use the Dream Call. They need the Dream Call. Looks like G just going to turn and fight. Will he actually stay alive for this one? He's staying alive for an awfully long time. Gets the first kill. Then the Requiem Solve blows up as G does. 1-for-1 trade there. SF getting the kill as well as experience though, so...
Yeah. And the support's a tiny bit slow getting there.
They also don't have like good counter-initiating support. That's
Shadow sounds amazing.
If he has a Blink Dagger to actually go on the Puck maybe, but like he can't actually get in and stop the Puck killing SF.
Or Wraith King, but not really both of them at the same time. Shadow Fiend is sitting at 2 deaths right now. Wards will be dropped to the bottom lane. This is going to be a dead tower.
Yep. Bottom Q on tower take a fall. Looks like Ace, he's thinking about poking his head in for this one. He's staying awfully near, but it's just MYM going for a trade at mid lane. TP's coming in with the Ice Blast here. Crystal Man's got to be careful. SF off the mark with that raise. And
he actually is going for a BKB rush.
Yeah, with the Blink Dagger combined with the AA ulti, you can actually find some nice snipes and pick off. I guess he just decides he's under a bit too much pressure, and now top lane, like Unicorn going to look to work around this T1 tower. A lot of damage coming out from the Chakra. Midi needs to be careful. He almost goes down to the tower damage. I think the Chakra pull wasn't there, but it's going to be actually our Arc going down. Exist rotating top with a Blink Dagger. With a Blink Dagger. This is a very rich looking puck.
Have a close game on our hands. Gold lead about 100. Or zero, actually. And there's a big stack here waiting for MYM. Ancients have not been stacked yet. Looking at Luna, she just picked up her HOD. Where's her dominated creep? Be looking for a range creep. Stack Ancient safely.
Very low. They need some damage to follow this up. SF's going to haste her in though. This will be a... Oh, the Dream Call goes down. G going to hit. That gets the raise. Nicely played from G. Clears some of these Naga illusions as well. And that's a Dream Call on cooldown as well for over a minute, so...
Just like barely at the edge.
Yeah, when I saw the Dream Call, I didn't completely see the CM, like whether it was in range or not.
It almost looked like it was out of range. It was just at the tip of the radius.
So Virtus.Pro, their plan may just be to take towers whenever these Surfer Mods are up. The bottom T1 mid tower already below half HP. So maybe that's going to be... Well, I say below half HP.
This will be a Blade Mail rush from Wraith King.
Completed it?
Yes.
I guess against what? Clockwork?
It's good versus Luna. She doesn't have BKB, but she's likely to get one pretty soon.
Ogre Club's already up. This BKB will not be far off.
Or it's so-so.
For the time being, and
I'm also lukewarm about that.
Yeah. It's dubious, I would say, the Blade Mail rush.
I've seen Blade Mail rushes work on like Clockwork, I think, because you can like actually trap them in there. I've seen it on Axe, but Wraith King, you can't actually. You already have problems making them focus.
Yeah, they already want to ignore you. You're right. I guess the Luna Eclipse is the main thing, but once the BKB's up. And they'll see this Blade Mail, and Luna will just be like, okay, let's just farm my BKB before I even come fight. Has a TP for this mid lane, but it may be a bit of a trap to go for. I guess the Blade Mail against Puck, he actually mistimes that there. He tried to Blade Mail the illusionary orb, didn't quite do so. So everyone's go down, they want this T1 down. Illidan on the front line, he's got the ult, he's got the respawn, the reincarnation. Crit gets stunned up here, gets actually hit by one raise, two raise, he goes down thanks to the help from the AA, the Ice Vortex, giving the vision as well as the extra magic damage boost. And Virtus.Pro. It's still Luna farming top, other MYM heroes farming at bottom lane, so it's not really an all-out victory for VP, it still feels like.
I'm surprised that Unicorn has an Ancient stack, though. Okay, now she is. She had that bad boy for a couple minutes. She needs to get, like, tons of gold. They need her BKB ASAP so they can start fighting, maybe even try and contest a Roshan with Clockwork and Naga Siren. Those are excellent Roshan heroes. And VP does have AA to try and counter it, but they need to make sure that VP doesn't get it. They need to make sure they don't lose a big team fight. Looks like Illidan will drop his reincarn on the bottom lane.
That's TPing in for this one. Not going to find Exist. He's already TP'd out. Observer gets planted in. That's all she wrote at bottom lane, so... It's just so hard to stop Roshan getting taken by a Dire team. I guess they haven't got the best Roach lineup apart from the Luna. Like, they haven't got the Shadow Shaman themselves, but if they just wait till lanes are pushed out... the game is so tricky to do because you never know if they're roaching or smoked out trying to flank you or what exactly they're doing.
Yeah, it would be an extremely slow Roshan though. Luna's BKB is going to come out about 500 gold. I think that's when they start making some moves.
So this Blade Mail on Illidan. Blink Dagger like to set up kills. It could be an armlet. I don't know.
Could be even a Shadow Blade. I think wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah. Lane. AA Ice Blast going to go in. Exist going to go flying past him. Nothing too much to worry about. He's going for a straight Hex after his Blink Dagger. Pretty standard stuff. Timbersaw goes looking for him. Not going to find him. Everything missing. On the Dire side, MYM's Clockwork picks up a Blade Mail for himself. That makes a bit more sense.
Yes. Drop a Shadow Shaman in, like drop a Timber. They're going to do a lot of deeps too.
You don't Blade Mail the Surfer Mods damage though.
Dire structures.
I don't think you do.
I remember in Dota 1, if you Blade Mail Techie's Mines, you would blow up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I think it works like that. I haven't actually seen it in action though, so cannot confirm. I think it works the same way though.
Surfer Mods going to get cleared up at this bottom lane. They were trying to go for this tier 2 tower, just end up doing a little bit of damage, beating away. Puck going to find the courier here. Oh, yep, onto the high ground, gets the last hit. He's going to be trapped up here for a bit longer here, but he's going to TP bottom, join up with his team in.
Luna, they don't want to go in. They know that they aren't as powerful. Maybe prior to the BKB they would be, but as of right now, especially with Wraith King Ultimate on cooldown, it is just not a smart fight to take. I think if they delay maybe one wave at the T1, then they can just run in with Wraith King, maybe bait out a BKB Eclipse on Luna, and then after that, go in. But at the same time, MYM's team fight is pretty darn scary. If they get hookshot, that's a good way to start off a fight. A Blink Dream Coil, Waiting Rift, even Song of the Siren is extremely good. So VP has to be really careful here. They have BKB on Shadow Fiend though.
Yes, Shadow Fiend goes BKB. It does feel like maybe VP need one more item on SF, one more item on Wraith King. They're going to go for the smoke wraparound here. They want to try and catch MYM from behind. They need to get this Naga before his sleep comes out. Oh, they're going to find Naga Mini hiding in the trees. He gets stunned up, gets the song off though immediately though. Unpug meanwhile takes out the Shadow Shaman on the backline. Immediately though, the song wears off. There's your BKB. Pops up a recommend assault. A lot of damage here. Ace of the Blade Bell, not going to work against the BKB. Now onto the Luna. Stun is there, and with the BKB one off, XD Unicorn goes down as well. 2 for 1 so far. Exist on the run. He's got 20 HP all of a sudden. That Requiem of Souls, he tanked the full blast of it more or less. And crit now. They don't. What? That Vortex not giving vision, I guess? Yeah, I guess it didn't quite give vision.
Yeah.
Because they did not. The sun was up for the Wraith King. He could have actually thrown that out, but yeah, they didn't have the vision they needed. But
I think BKB was popped too early by Luna. They just weren't on the same page with the team fight. It was either you don't use Song of the Siren or you don't use BKB, one or the other. And they used both very early on in the fight, and then VP just counters by using BKB Shadow Fiend Ultimate as well as Wraith King just going down, slowing everybody. And that was just the end of the team fight right there. They used Hookshot too.
SF gets the last hit on the tower. He's picked up a Blink Dagger now, has 1k gold. On top of that with the tower, and well, VP just going to fall back, and they're going to get a lot stronger soon enough. Like AA with the Midas has a point booster now, can start looking towards that Aghanim Scepter. Your Wraith King has 3k gold. He went for a Mjolnir last time around. We'll have to see if he goes for something similar again this time.
Mjolnir would be pretty good here.
Yeah.
Or just BKB, so he's really difficult to take down. Luna doesn't have enough physical damage to burst anyone down during BKB. Shadow Fiend and Wraith King will definitely be able to man up on her.
Maybe another Mjolnir play coming out from Wraith King. Picks up the Maelstrom, has his Midas up. We'll look to use that as soon as possible. And SF, he's not done pushing down towers. He wants to go for this top tier 1 as well.
He had picked up a Blink post BKB, which I think is perfectly okay.
They know that. So he's going to summon some images and just go scouting out with these, send them around, look to see exactly what VP are trying to do. And VP, they've only got 2-3 heroes headed up towards the top lane. Wraith King's going bottom, and already at bottom lane is Jottam on the AA.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All back to Storm. Exist wants to commit to this tier 1 tower. AA going to come in, they use the glyph here. Oh, it goes in though for a kill here. Wraith King's there waiting. Exist is actually going to pay for this one with his life, it looks like. Tower gets denied though. I thought it was going to pay for it. Like, meanwhile, top lane, it looks like they killed the Luna there. Chance to use BKB. I guess they got the instant hex before the BKB. And that's with NS not having a Blink Dagger. Once the Blink Dagger's up, it gets a lot easier for them to actually kill this Luna and fight.
Dude, I do like Shadow Shaman as support though. Like, the hex is just too invaluable. Even against BKBs, if you get a Blink, that it just crushes their initiation.
Clockwork's poised to go for a hook shot, but I just don't think they want to fight it. And VP is just suddenly too strong. Helm of the Dominator picked up on G as well now. More damage, more armor, and a bit of life still thrown into the mix. Nice class though, the T1, there's no glitch here, but there's a Timber Chain. Well, no Timber Chain, it's actually a Chakram Fleet. BKB, Requiem Assault, Mini going to go down here. The Song of the Siren not going to matter. And as he dies, the song wears off, and an okay trade for MYM. The chase is still on though. They want crit here, and it looks like they'll get crit. Stun is there from the Wraith King. I'll finish him off with the Shadow Fiend right quick. And the way of VP, they just seem to be walking all over MYM, Ben.
Yeah, they really are. These, I mean, what can they do? They can't kill Wraith King because he has 2 lives. They can't kill Shadow Fiend because he has BKB, and they kind of just don't really have anything. Clockwork hasn't had that much of an impact in this game. And I don't know, they're just losing all their towers due to Rostam Wars. They're going to lose Roshan pretty soon. Unicorn with his super heavy farming build, but he still isn't out farming these 2 cores on the side of VP. He's just slightly behind the Shadow Fiend and just slightly ahead of the Wraith King, but it's just a Luna.
to the tower gold, I guess, but it's still, like you say, it's just a Luna, and Luna I feel is just not that scary of a carry against an SF as well as Wraith King. They've got a lot of physical damage, and that's where that BKB is only going to help him so much. Not to mention, in the BKB Eclipse, he's not going to kill off this Wraith King. He's got Reincarnation, so Wraith King will almost always be alive when Luna's BKB wears off, and then you can focus Luna down if you want.
Yes. They can't get enough damage done during the Luna's BKB, but VP, they can get so much damage done with Shadow Fiend's BKB, and that's a big difference in these team fights. They just can't take anyone down. AA and Jotum have been really good about positioning themselves so they don't get caught out by Eclipse, by the Blink Puck ultimate.
Now, Naga Siren completing one. It looks like Timbersaw getting one for the Radiant team. He stopped working on his BKB. I like the mech pickup. This will help him just keep taking these fights, going for these pushes, and I think VP gonna wait for the Surf Mords to come back up. 20 seconds on those. Also, may look to go for Roshan because they've got the Mjolnir on Wraith King in just a second now as well. So looks like they are going to be picking up a Hyperstone over at the secret shop, and they'll be good to go.
Everyone but the Luna is just going to die to Mjolnir Wraith King. He can just kind of run in with Blade Mail and just crush everybody.
You can't go on him. Yeah, and they haven't got 4 stars or anything to actually run away from him. The only thing they can do is maybe pop a Song of the Siren and just...
Well, we will see a Scythe of Vice on Puck, so that is actually pretty early. The Brown Boots.
Okay.
Scythe Rush. That's really good. Now they can get a pick off. They really need Roshan though. I think that's the really big focal point of MYM. They've taken all the T1s. Looks like.
Initiation Ice Blast comes in. They killed off the Clockwork already. The Timbersaw in a bit of trouble here. He's going to be caught out on the high ground. Hex up as well. That's your Puckhead coming to play. 3 kills go the way of MYM. Here comes your SF Requiem. Ulti. That's not going to work against this Luna. Luna's actually going to kill for the Wraith King at least once here. But the problem is that this BKB about to wear off on Wraith King. Respawning. The slow not there. Working on the Luna, and Luna with this Yasha is actually pretty fast here. The Surf Ward's being used for cover for G. He's going to go down, takes the Puck with him. It's all up to the Wraith King now. He'll bring down many. 3 for 4 so far, and uh-oh. Unicorn's in trouble here. There's a stun in 2-3 seconds. He's got the movement speed from the Yasha. The stun gets thrown out here. Illidan's on the chase. Needs a crit or 2. Here comes your Crystal Maiden. He's just trying to fight this one out. He's just going to win the man fight as well. Oh, Luna, he's going to get the stun off. They go down. Both of them take
If he didn't use his Blade Mail when he did, I think he would have killed both of them. He used his Blade Mail just a tad bit too early.
Like a 2v4 fight. Like VP went on the Clockwork and then lost 3 heroes to kill the Clockwork, and then SF and Wraith King just come in 2v4, and well, I guess it's still a 1-5 for MYM end of the day, but not by much.
Yeah, not by much. Gold lead about 3,500 in favor of VP, and the longer the game gets, I'd still say the better the game gets for VP.
Away.
They just need to make sure they don't concede too many deaths to the Blink Puck. I think Exist has been playing extremely well. 10-2 on him.
Could have stayed alive that fight as well. He just got caught a bit by surprise by the SF burst damage from that the Requiem death, and to come back. He's got his Mjolnir, I believe. He already purchased his Hyperstone, so he's got Mjolnir up. If he had Mjolnir that fight as well,
yes,
he had the money for it. He didn't deliver it though. That would have made a huge difference. The attack speed would have made a huge difference. Not to mention the Mjolnir buff is absolutely massive as well.
And I'm still very, very scared for MYM.
Yeah, like G's gonna have a butterfly soon on Shadow Fiend.
It's only a 2 ancient stacks too. Like if they stack this up, maybe get a butterfly out on Luna, butterfly Manta, then I think she can actually do a lot of damage to these VP cores. They don't really have that much AoE aside from Requiem, so Manta Illusion is very likely to stay alive for quite some time.
Make sure that there's no Roshan attempt going on. They'll scatter that with the AI Blast, see that no one's there. They want to go roast themselves. They definitely can, I feel. Reincarnation up to level 3 does need to wait for it to come off cooldown, but be looking pretty good here. They're going to find a few heroes here in the jungle. Ace is going to go running in. He doesn't actually see any of these heroes. They are smoked up.
Boom! There it goes!
He's got an R-Star here. There's a blink forward here. Uh-oh, they found her. That's just a Crystal Maiden, though.
Go get that stack.
Yeah. That's, good smoke from VP. Could have gone, could have been better, but also could have been worse.
I think they can just do Roshan right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to be in a very compromising position because of Wraith King Max Vampiric Aura. Maybe if there's a super timely Song of the Siren.
They don't even need to use Surf Mords for this. Okay, the Song of the Siren comes in. Like, SF made BKB just to pick up the Aegis. Especially when MYM have vision. I think SF may need a BKB for this. Oh, there's a hook shot in. SF has got the Aegis, though. That's not a good initiation from MYM. Ace is going to take an immediate fall. The Song of the Siren actually going to keep him alive. Nicely salvaged by Mini here. Ice Blast may actually catch him out, though. Ace. Oh, he's going to walk into it. Doesn't actually take the full damage. He just gets clipped by it, but the SF right clicks are there. He goes down, and smart play from T. Something we're seeing a lot more of is heroes just commit a BKB to make sure they get the Aegis and Roshan to prevent Roshan steals and just initiations. And G makes sure that they...
It's not worth the risk of not using your BKB.
It's... I mean, you sure he goes down to a 6-second one now, but he guarantees himself the Aegis. If he didn't use it, the Clockwork hooks in, probably steals the Aegis, and who knows which way the fight goes.
So that they didn't get all caught out at the same time.
Blink X in, that's just an illusion though. There's no Song of the Siren here, and it looks like with that in mind, Virtus.Pro want to go high ground. They've got the Mjolnir plus Blade Mail. Look at this damage. Manta style illusions just melt. More zaps coming out. Oh my god, that Mjolnir is just brutal. Ice Blast going to go in. Actually going to get dodged by Exist, it looks like. Luden gets hexed up on the front lines. He's already used his reincarnation. 60-second cooldown. He's going to stay alive a bit longer. XD Unicorn gets stunned up before he can BKB. He only gets a BKB off now. Eclipse coming in as well. Illidan needs to be careful. He's got no breed spawn here. He's going to go down. It's G with the Aegis. He's going to go down at least once. Here, also on the back line, going to lose another. It's just SF left standing. Leak out from G. The chase is on. Clockwork Hookshot going to find him. Ace, spot on with that. The ensnares as well. All G can do is stand his ground and just fight, but he's going to go down as well. It's a complete team wipe plus Aegis.
I think that was just Wraith King trying to man up too much.
Yeah, after he died and doesn't have reincarnation, he needs to back off.
They need to trade his ultimate for a Luna BKB. I think that's their goal here, and they didn't really trade it for anything. They traded it for like some static charge. Yeah. Would have been worth it, but they were just in a far too compromising position. Shadow Shaman didn't actually have his wards, man up for wards either. They weren't able to drop that down at the tower either. Just a lot of things going poorly for VP. Not that good of execution.
Yeah, the servant mods actually makes a really big difference. That was probably one of the key things. It also goes to show Wraith King kind of does need a BKB next. Like, he's still pretty squishy. He's only, what, like 14?
Or just heart. I think if he gets heart, it's fine too.
His raw HP is just not there. He's sitting on like 1400 HP maybe? Maybe a bit more. Okay, he's up to 1670, so not too bad, but he just gets constantly nuked down.
He just tanked the full Eclipse with his second life, and then just died, and he was ensnared at the tower. That's too much damage.
And you can use that BKB Eclipse when you know he doesn't have reincarnation. So, top lane, there's a Hex initiation here coming in. It looks like NETs will go down. That was Exist waiting up there patiently, using that Invis rune. Clearly, it's playing so well.
Yep.
14 and 2 now.
So the items are coming out pretty fast from VP. They're only ahead by 2,500 gold now. They do have the Scepter on A8. Why is there a Maelstrom on Clockwork?
That's Mjolnir OP.
Did he buy the wrong item?
No, he's got Mjolnir.
Oh my goodness, I think he needs like a 4th or something.
Yeah, I would agree.
Or even Scepter. Or Ghost Scepter. Anything.
But it just costs so much, because the Maelstrom on its own is not a very useful item. It's all about
it's useful if you're a right-click hero.
Yeah. Like, for a Wraith King, it's okay. For a lot, like a Mirana, it's pretty good, but for a Clockwork, it's... Let's see some lightning. There we go. Get the zap on those centaurs.
Double zap. Getting value already. Yeah. Maybe he's helping him farm faster so he can get his next
item
quicker.
It's like a better version of a Battle Fury for flash farming. Faster with a Maelstrom than Battle Fury on Clockwork.
Yes, it's cheaper too.
Yeah. That's... I don't know.
Fight lightning with lightning.
Some lane, and VP not really in position for a counter push. They may catch up this puck here. If they... Oh, Blink not going to find him though. More bottom lane, the push is on and...
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think so. Oh, there's a glitch. AI Plus going to catch a lot of these heroes. It's the Wraith King being the first one to the fight. He's picked up a Mithril Hammer. This will be for a BKB almost certainly.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
That's all that's going to happen at bottom lane. So good bit of pressure from MYM, it feels like.
It looks like Wraith King is probably going for BKB next. He does have that Mithril Hammer. Still pretty close to it. His Midas off cooldown. Probably have it in like 1 or 2 minutes. Roshan still not going to respawn for another 4 to 7 minutes. And it looks like both teams just content to farm. I think Luna definitely needs a Butterfly. If she gets like Butterfly Satanic, she can crush these. Exist.
Oh man, that's what they've been waiting for with that Blink Shadow Shaman initiation. He's got buyback though, and I imagine VP may try and at least get this tier 2 tower. We'll have to see if MYM try and buy back and take this fight.
I don't think they should. I think Puck still needs items. He has 4,000 gold, and yeah, then they could take this. It's just not the best. VP, if they use Rasa Ward or something, I'd say it's pretty good. But how important is this T2?
Not very good. They're like, everyone's here. They want to take this fight. Are they going to use the song here? Mini? That'll be a Puck immediate buyback. He's going to find someone to go in with this Hex. Is there going to be a blink in? He's actually lost his blink dagger. He has already sold for Naga. BKB, Wrecking Assault from G, sending a lot of damage here on the front line here. Luna, BKB being used. The Wraith King is going to go in here, but his teammates have mostly died. The SF taking a fall in the Luna. The BKB equipped. Now the Puck is the next one in the fray. Pops the Hex out here on Illidan. Illidan, though, in a bit of trouble. He's going to turn around and try and stun. Not actually able to catch anyone out here. He's just trying to hold his ground and fight, but he can't really do anything here. He's really just get kited around. Brought down, no crits. No lockdown to back him up, and that's a bad fight for VP.
Yeah, that's huge. They didn't even use song. I mean, that was just poorly executed by VP again.
How did you feel?
I think they need to get the Wraith King BKB so they can. Yeah. They need to be able to kill Luna. Luna's just doing so much damage during BKB when she should be kited during it.
And even like your Wraith King BKB, the Timbersaws also got one now. If they have triple BKB, this Luna does not do a whole lot in a fight.
Yeah, and then they just kill her immediately afterwards. But they're losing like 3-4 heroes before the BKB duration wears off, and it's not even that long or that long of a BKB. It's like a 6-second BKB now.
Yeah, Luna's going to have that butterfly you mentioned really soon. Exist is working on the Lincolns here, and once he has the Lincolns, that Puck, the Shadow Shaman, can't really go in with the Blink Hex. He's going to just Lincolns it off, can phase shift or blink away before you have time for the shackles.
Yep.
Now, this even, it could even pick up like a Boots of Travel, but he's going to go TP Scroll. He wants that Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, level 22, just 10 gold away from that butterfly. If they get the Roshan too, my goodness, this Luna is becoming really scary really fast. It was just right off this T3 push though. That was, I think, the big mistake from VP. Just the way they executed that fight there, and then just things have gotten out of control. I think
if they just wait for the BKB on Wraith King, everything's fine.
Yes. Or now they kind of need like a butterfly on Shadow Fiend too. They need a couple more items, maybe a Hex on one of the other heroes.
He's waiting for his next item.
Oh, MKB.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs MKB versus Luna now.
DPS smoked up top, but this is pretty obvious movement. They've spent a lot of time working on this top tier 2 tower. I think this time MYM will give it up. This tower already very low. They're not in position to defend. Last time they had all 4 heroes there ready, positioned to defend. They just needed the Puck to buy back and TP. This time
they can always Song the Sarah in, but it's going to be pretty risky.
Oh, this is Naga TPing in, so maybe. Oh, they put out Clockwork. Ace is going to get next up, brought down.
My gears in the rain.
That's not really needed for that one, which means it's...
Oh, she might lose a gem. I think she has a blow song right here.
It's being pinged off here. That means no song in the siren, so I don't think you look at MYM doing much. They're going to go for a counter push bottom lane. Luna CM with a completed butterfly on the Luna.
She doesn't have buyback though.
He's got Serpent Wards for this. Buyback if she goes down. But right now, Illidan on the front lines with the Mionia. He's just zipping and zapping everywhere. Luna gets stunned up on the front lines, has to be very careful not to go down. Bouncing Blades come in. This tier 3 tower, these rats has made this fall. Luna can't really plan to have the buyback, unfortunately. Ice Blast needs to be careful. Luna's going to walk into it. They need to try to burst down this Luna. Is there a shackles as well? Luna goes down. No buyback as well. Clockwork fights back for the fight, but NS on the front line. He's the hero this time. The BKBs are there as well. G's going to look to bring down the Clockwork. He does take a fall at the ball. G now hex up by the Puck. Exist looking for a turn kill. He's going to get it on the S7. Meanwhile, Illidan though, he's low, but he's still got the reincarnation, and that is a disaster of a fight for MYM. You know, VP can have so many bad fights, but all it takes is one good one, and you get Raxes because of the way their lineup works. Having the Serpent Wards there, and Puck going to come back in and gets another little snipe here just on the reincarnation of your Wraith King, and gets back to the high ground, but VP get Raxes.
Yeah, I don't really know what Ace was playing. They kind of seemed like half committed to defending that T2. Ace was over here, hey, I'm looking for a hook shot. Naga Siren TP's in, but nobody else was there. It still take like a good 6 seconds for everyone else to TP in. Maybe they have the perfect 5-man song, but that's just too risky against a Blink Shadow Shaman as well as the BKB.
It was this Observer Ward too. This Observer Ward, I think they thought they maybe had de-warded the cliff. They knew there's no ward here, so Clockwork thinks, oh, they don't see me. But this Observer Ward led to that engagement going so well.
It's still not worth the risk. There's just no reason you should be around there if you're not going to defend. And Luna trying to fight without her... she didn't use BKB and she didn't have buyback. You have to play insanely careful.
It was just the supports from VP hit the Luna from long range with an Ice Blast, and then Shadow Shaman blinks in with a Hex immediately after. So that was just really nicely played by the VP support.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want a BKB yet, but...
I mean, there's no heroes around you. You're like, what? He was like maybe a third HP or even more than a third, like close to a half HP.
Yeah.
Hit by an Ice Blast, and he's probably thinking like, well, there's no heroes here. BKB is just a waste. Refresher. The old Refresher Hex. Well, I don't say, it's not really the old Refresher Hex. I'm a big fan of Refresher Hex.
Yeah,
Two hexes
you do not see it very often. You pretty much only see it on Magnus.
You see them?
Broker? I have not seen a Refresher in a very long time.
The song here, the Clockwork hooks in, kind of canceling here. Exists in a bit of trouble here. This time there is a BKB on your Wraith King. He's trying to fight the Luna here. BKB SF comes in. The Luna just being pushed out of this fight. This time around there is a Luna buyback, and unfortunately for VP, Wraith King just caught in an ensnare. He's unable to do a whole lot. Existence of the refresh. He's got another Hex ready to go. He's being used on the Shadow Speed. G gets hexed up. He's still very healthy though, and Exists on the high ground. Forced away. 2-3 heroes now take a fall. Puck just orbs his way out of there, and that's a bad fight for VP. That was with the Refresher Hex. That was with a double Dream Call as well in that fight.
Fuck, I think they need like a Shivas, I think, to mitigate a lot of the physical damage coming out from these two heroes.
I mean, you get 2 Hex, like you Hex someone, you negate physical damage, I guess.
Luna doesn't do enough burst to kill him though. Yeah. Like, Shadow Fiend has 2100 HP, a Satanic, and a Butterfly. He can just BKB Satanic right up. Wraith King, he has BKB as well as a Reincarnation. I think Blink Sheep is really useful for heroes that they really need some sort of escape mechanism. But when they're already this tanky, I think you need something that's more sustained.
Yeah. Now they're going to look to go high ground. No buyback. Luna has buyback. That's the one kind of big hope for this MYM team, but I don't know if Luna's going to be here in time. They need the Shadow Shaman Surfboard. He buys Boots of Travel. I like this from an end. Gets the Boots of Travel, make sure he gets here as soon as possible. And T3 Tower will take a fall. Wraith King on the front lines has Reincarnation back up. He's just looking to zone everyone out as much as possible. He's going to go fully in there, looking for crit. He gets ensnared up. This is a problem for the Wraith King. It's ensnared just completely confused by the fight. They just ignore him. They walk past him. Luna goes in with the BKB. Corsovan comes in from the side with the hook shot. He's got 1 Hex off. It's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, the Timbersaw goes down in BKB. The Luna just right-clicking everyone down. And if he's seen on this Wraith King, he's going to take a fall. He's got 5 HP needs, and he uses it immediately. G on the front line. He's already lost his Aegis. He's got 1 in. Takes that 1. He's going to get 2. He gets Exist as well. Great play from G. The Song of the Siren, not up just yet. Mini going to go down 3-4 seconds away from it. Not going to get off, and it's just the Luna left standing. Unicorn, the last hope for this team, gets joined by the Crystal Maiden, who also buys back. But
give him the rampage. Give him the rampage.
Anything? No. SF, link in, and get the CM. That's the easy type to get the dodge on the Wraith King stun. And Illidan actually going to go down. He's got no Reincarnation. Nicely played here as Luna looking for more. G kiting around with the idea of this, and with the Ice Blast, he may turn around and get crit. Dead. Ice Blast will finish it off.
Still, they got the Wraith King.
They got the 4 X's down though, Ben. It's GG. There's no way back from it. SF is just going high ground. He knows Luna can't find him. There's 2 lanes pushing in. It's about to be a 3rd lane. It's about to be Mega Creeps. MYM, unfortunately for them, they fought hard. They won some big, like, kind of fights when they were playing from the downhill. And
I think versus VP's lineup, it's a pretty greedy lineup. Both of their supports, they aren't the best at roaming. They aren't the best at farming the jungle. Timbersaw not the strongest off laner with Cat. Shadow Beam not the strongest solo mid, and they just need a lot of time to ramp up. And MYM just kind of gave them that time.
I reckon of Solid here is it's just going to be GG gets called. Virtus.Pro have a good day. They could win out. Standing thing. Sure, they started off today 3-3, which doesn't